Hello and welcome to Firearm Freedom. In today's video, we're going to talk about a highly controversial topic, and that is which is better, an AK variant or an AR-15 variant rifle. Before we start talking about the content of the video, I just want to point out that I just recently, as of today, received quite a bit more filming equipment, and that is going to be the microphone that you guys are hearing me on now. So hopefully the audio is going to sound quite a bit better, and then also we were able to get some better tripods and also some better lighting. So just a little bit of that extra step in the right direction to get you guys some really awesome footage all the time. Let's get right into it. What do I prefer? I'm going to be a little bit biased when talking about these rifles, and the reason for that is because I really love either one of them. You guys know that I have multiple AKs and I have multiple ARs, so it's a really interesting topic for me to talk to people about with which one is actually better. So right away, guys, a couple of the plus sides to an AK. So an AK is going to be one, super affordable to shoot. The 7.62 by 39 ammo that's available out there right now is generally extremely affordable. It's very easy to find. You can find Tula for generally a little bit over $10 a box of 40, which is extremely inexpensive compared to other rifle rounds out there. Also, with an AK, it's generally going to be fairly easy to maintain and to, take apart, clean, and everything like that. But you guys will notice that between both the rifles, each plus side for each one can also be a plus side for the other rifle. The AR-15 is super easy to clean, super easy to take apart, and 5.56 ammo is definitely not on the super pricey end. So in reality, guys, these rifles are a lot more comparable than you might think. Obviously, you guys already know the AK is stupid reliable. So another plus side to an AK is it's very reliable. The AR-15 is also reliable as well. And I think, honestly, the AR-15 can be a little bit more reliable than the AK in certain situations because of how tight the tolerances are. When the magazine is in and the dust cover is closed, there's not a lot of room for any dirt and debris to get into the action itself. So I think the AR-15 actually kind of beats out the AK in reliability if you were really to torture them pretty hard. The final plus side I want to make for the AK is that it actually is extremely accurate, especially when we're talking 400 yards and in. A lot of people tout the AK as being an extremely inaccurate rifle, and this really depends on the type of rifle that you have. The two C39 V2s that I have are extraordinarily accurate. I will say, like the Arsenal and even the Polish Tantal, they're accurate, but they're definitely not as accurate as an AR-15. And it's the same thing vice versa. The AR-15, depending on the rifle that you have, can be extremely accurate or it can be not so accurate. So some kind of downsides to the AK would generally be as far as just the availability of parts. So you can walk into any gun shop in your area and you can generally find AR-15 parts. For an AK, you generally don't see as much parts all over the place. So you will see them in some shops, and normally they're not like extremely hard to find, but it's definitely less available than AR-15 parts. Another thing that's kind of a downside about the AK, unfortunately, is kind of the manual of arms. Now, this is definitely more of a training error, so I don't want to hit it too hard, but on an AK, you have your, obviously your safety here, and especially for a new shooter, and this is who this video is really kind of touching on, is a new shooter who doesn't have either of these rifles and wants to learn. The manual of arms with where the charging handle is placed and where the safety is placed can definitely be a little bit odd to an American shooter to get used to versus having your safety on an AR-15, which is right here on the side, super easy to get to, and the charging handle is also right in the back. Extremely ergonomic and easy to get to. The AK is still going to be easy to learn, but again, that's going to be a hit that if you first were to pick up the rifle, I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult to figure out how to work the AK than it is going to be to figure out how to work the AR-15. Moving on to the AR-15, a lot of the plus sides about it are going to be the same as the AK, and this is why it's really tough for me to choose between both of them. And I honestly don't think I could. That's why I have so many of each rifle. The AR-15 right off the bat is going to be probably one of the most modular setups that you're going to find in a combat rifle anywhere in the shop. So it's so modular. I mean, you can find parts everywhere. You can find lower receivers. You can build your entire rifle normally with parts you can find and source at a gun shop or online. You can do that with AKs too, but it's much, much easier for somebody to really not even build but assemble an AR-15 as a beginner. It can definitely be done, and it's really more just like putting parts like a puzzle piece together. They're extremely accurate and they're extremely reliable. Just like the AK, the AR-15 is very, very accurate, and in my opinion, it can be accurate to a little bit of a further distance than an AK can. Just like the AK, the AR-15 is super easy to take apart, super easy to clean, so no problems there. So I'm not gonna lie guys, it is extremely hard for me to actually come up with a lot of the downsides to an AR-15. If anything, I could say that an AR-15 could potentially be a little bit pickier on ammunition than most of your AK variants. That's not the case all the time, but some AR-15s, especially, depending on the manufacturer you go with, might be a little bit pickier on exactly what type of ammunition you want to run through your AR-15. If you could only have one rifle, which rifle would you go with? Which rifle would you protect your home with? And which rifle, if you couldn't have any other ones, which would it be? And unfortunately, guys, I would probably have to choose the AR-15. And the reason for that is just simply the modularity. You can definitely get an AK that's extremely modular. You can put quad rails on it. You can put pretty much anything you would put on an AR-15, and you can put it on an AK. For me though, it's just easier to do on an AR-15. I think the AR-15 is the right choice because it's a lot more practical for me to use. Now, ironically enough, when I moved to a free state, the first rifle that I was able to get that was, totally not neutered by the state was an AK. So that's gonna wrap up this video here. I do think that really it can go either way, and at the end of the day, guys, I would own both, and I would encourage you guys to own both because I absolutely love AKs. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of new content and me bringing you just a little bit more quality to these videos. I'm always looking to improve on the quality of the content that I give you guys. It's very important to me. Be sure to click the links down in the description. It'll take you to my Facebook and Instagram account. Be sure to give those a follow. On my Instagram account, I currently do daily posts, so it'll allow you to see just a little bit more in my day-to-day life. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more great videos to come soon.